What do all these people have in common? They've all been touched by the Oprah effect.
The Oprah effect, I would say, is the benefit you get when Oprah decides to endorse your product.
Oh, that's good!
Even Barack Obama is said to have won both his presidential bids with the help of Oprah's blessing.
There are some people here who are here to see Oprah.
But of all the celebrities in the world who've appeared on her show, who out there is the greatest beneficiary of the Oprah effect?
Oh, it's definitely Oprah herself. She's got a fortune of $3.4 billion. That makes her one of the richest people in the world. She's been referred to as one of the most powerful people in the world, which I think maybe is a little hyperbole.
I'm not so sure. I mean, who else out there has the power to do this?
Everybody gets a call!
This is the story of Oprah and her effect on the world.
You know why I loved you so much? Because you always let me be devotion. Bless your heart.
From shedding nostalgic tears over her fourth grade teacher to sobs from unthinkable tragedies, tears were the unmistakable trademark of the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Oprah really stood out pretty much from the start of her career with this idea of authenticity.
I try not to go into the ugly cry. Stop it.
When did you first realize you had this power just to make people cry?
Once on my show, a father said, every father has a dream for his children.
Oh, shut up.
But this trademark was not something she stumbled upon by accident. It's ingrained into the fabric of her soul by a tough childhood.
You know, Oprah is probably the classic rags to riches story. She was born really in extreme poverty in Mississippi. She's been publicly out there saying that she grew up wearing dresses made out of potato sacks. What she did, she really sort of embraced that. She used her own experiences to, really empathize with her listeners, first on the radio and then television.
It was in 1983 when Oprah was given the task of hosting a low-rated half-hour morning talk show, AM Chicago.
I'm Oprah Winfrey, the new host of AM Chicago, and I am thrilled to be here.
Within months, the show went from last place in the ratings to overtaking Phil Donahue as the highest-rated talk show in Chicago, making her an instant local celebrity. And just 2 years later, in 1985, she was so famous that she found herself acting in a Spielberg movie. By 1986, Oprah was already broadcast nationally.
Welcome to the very first National Oprah Winfrey Show!
And the rest is history. By the mid-1990s, Oprah was a multi-millionaire. She had moved her show away from the tabloid news shows, taking on harder subjects like social justice, disease, geopolitics, spirituality, anorexia. No topic was off limits. The tears kept flowing, and her audience continued to grow, as did the Oprah effect.
Deep end of the ocean. Y'all are going to have to buy it.
She might recommend a book, or she might draw attention to a particular endeavor, and that has an enormous impact.
In 1996, Winfrey started an on-air reading club, making her the most powerful book marketer in the world. Her endorsements made the careers of countless young authors, not to mention herself. She's the author of 10 books and counting, ranging from autobiography to weight loss to self-help. Oprah maintained creative control over her show until its last episode in 2008.
Until we meet again.
From there, she took an even larger leap into show business by launching her own TV station.
Basically, that's got a valuation of close to $1 billion. She's actually only got a minority stake in that company, but that minority stake still has basically a carrying value of about $300 million for something that grew completely out of the strength of her rapport with the American people.
Her most recent fortune spurned from her partnership with Weight Watchers, a deal that began in 2015. With 10% ownership equaling about $43 million. But since then, her stake has ballooned to $450 million, and Weight Watchers has more than doubled its stock price.
That started a major comeback for what was at the time a struggling diet brand.
Okay, we get it. Oprah is an institution. What else can she possibly do? Well, aside from making a recent open-ended billion-dollar content deal with Apple, Oprah is clearly intent on using her power to change the world for the better.
Oprah is also very active philanthropically, so she donated millions, for example, the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture. She's given $1 million to the Green Belt movement for sort of tree planting and community development in Africa.
Her girls' school in South Africa has been highly publicized, and her angel network has raised more than $80 million. In total, Oprah has given away over $400 million of her own money to charity. And now the time may have finally come to start kissing babies, as many are wondering if the Oprah effect will take her straight to the White House in 2020.
And we already have a reality TV show president in the White House, and there's plenty of people who'd back her run.
I thought, oh, gee, I don't have the experience, I don't know enough, I don't know. And now I'm thinking, oh.
Okay. All right.
But you have to wonder about what that would mean for her brand. Obviously, politics are very divisive in this country, and you're talking about someone who's really beloved across the spectrum. So a move into politics suddenly kind of thrusts her into some of the most controversial issues of our day, and I definitely don't think that would be a good thing for the brand.
But Oprah's story is a series of unlikely firsts, so there's really no telling how far her own effect will take one of the richest and most powerful women in the world.